Child, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the. Never mind my hair, I just woke up like this. You know, I'm gonna talk about him too. I'm gonna talk about everybody right now in the circus. My hair look like hers, don't it? Put my purple bonnet on. This is my thinking cap, y'all. Okay, so clearly we are having girl, just got done brushing my teeth. Mind your business about my breath. You gotta brush your teeth when you sleep with a man. Anyway, um, don't make me not want to deliver the message. Nivea said that J kids were her, what would be her bonus kids, December 12th. That's disrespectful. Because in order for somebody to be your bonus kids, you have to be the man's wife. So I don't know if she was manifesting or whatever, but you don't share your manifestation until it manifests. So that's what I'll say about that. I'll start there. You don't share your manifestation until it's manifest. And until you are his wife, those are not your bonus children. Okay? I'm going to teach y'all always by the law. Whether they like it or don't like it, I'm going to teach y'all by the law. Okay? Jonathan seems to think that people shouldn't be talking to me. Okay. I know a few people that have been frustrated with Jonathan's choices during the course of his career and how it affects them, their livelihood. And because they have been able to confirm and talk to me sometimes, that would give them reassurance. I'll just say that and leave that there. I wasn't speaking like nobody was going to blow up nothing or do nothing to him. I'm just telling him, like, sometimes you need to be glad that people do get to vent to your mom before they take the and blow it out on you. You see what I'm saying? Because if I was the type of mother who wouldn't take these calls, we don't know how them frustrations would have went. You feel me? Look at the people who don't call me and how they strung out, acting crazy, doing demonic to you, okay? Just imagine that, and I'll leave that there. The other thing that I want to touch on is Jaden. I know I raised you better than that. You don't let nobody get on the internet and talk about your baby daddy or use him for clout unless they paying you. Now, if he paid you to talk about your baby daddy, and I mean paid you well, and even then, I don't know if it's your baby daddy. You should never let no another man get on no internet, especially he about to be at your house hanging out with you next week, and that it's looking like he done sat up and talked about your baby daddy. That's your baby daddy. That man don't give a fuck about you. He don't give a fuck about them last. He don't give a fuck about your baby daddy. He trying to get where your baby daddy at. And for you to let a play you like that, I don't know. I don't know what's happening these days. I just don't know what's happening these days that you would let a coming up, trying to come up, use you to come up when you don't even let use you like that. That wasn't cool. I mean, and that's just me. Now, whether we like, love, or hate Blue, he gave you a career. He gave you 2 beautiful children. You already know he was a because he says that on all his songs that he's a You knew that before any of us knew that. Only person knew that before you was probably Angela. But you been knew his lifestyle. You been knew what he got going on. I do not let Nivea disrespect you in any type of way. That will be the end of our relationship. I don't give a how many kids she got. I don't let her disrespect you. I tell her what it is. Now, if Jaden lets you use her for clout, or if y'all want to go back and forth about it, y'all tell me what y'all want to do. I'll put it through the wire. Y'all can put it through the wire. But no, she does not ever sit and talk about you, disrespect you, your kids, or none of that to me. Or else I wouldn't talk to her. She ain't trying to use you. She ain't trying to kiki with me on you. She don't do that to me. She don't do that to me because she already know me. And maybe that's why John told her don't talk to me. Jaden, you are a pure woman. I don't give a if you had 2, 3, 4 dicks. You ain't had what these had. You need to get yourself together, regroup, and know that you're the prize, because you're forgetting that. You're lowering your standards like the rest of these do. And whether you with Blue or not, you don't ever sit with them talking about we running through these taking turns. That pissed me all the way off. That man made a mockery and a fool of you and your baby daddy at your expense. And that same that y'all sat up there and talked about is getting ready to put food on y'all table. Come on, somebody. You got to be smarter than that. You don't let these people, these people, you know what people I'm talking about, these men's, sit up and use you and talk about your baby daddy for clout. Like, that's the thirstiest I ever seen in my life. I would never let him eat off of another plate that fed my plate. You better sit here and talk about me, how fine I am, how good I look, and all that. You don't need to sit up here and talk about my baby daddy and steal some of his clout. I know I raised you better than that. Don't do that again. That was not you. It made you look horrible. I'm so mad at how that made you look. You look like the rest of these floozies. Sitting there with a talking about her baby daddy, we running through these. We got to take turns. He shouldn't even be able to talk to a like you. You Jaidyn motherfucking Alexis. Blueface built and made. From the physique to the tizzique. I wouldn't dare let him who can't pay for the BBL sit here and talk about a who did. Is you motherfucking crazy, girl? Ain't no way, no how. You need to tell them to scratch that interview and give you your money back, okay? Because they robbed you. Them people robbed you. That man robbed you. That interview robbed you. You are not a floozy. You are not a sex trafficker. You're not a sex addict. You're not none of that these people is talking about, okay? Now, I don't know how many things you had, but I know well you still on one hand. And ain't no way you sit with a who talking to you like you one of them that he running around with. Is you crazy? I raised y'all better than that. We will not be doing that. So whoever got that interview, scratch that, okay? And y'all need to run Blue some of that money or whatever y'all got out of that interview, because that was crazy. I would never sit with another man who's trying to eat off of another man's plate who put food on my table. Literally. He talking about running through baby mamas, running through you. We sharing these, and he ain't put in on none of that. The waistline, the lip gloss, he ain't put in on none of that, and just gonna get some clout off of it. Now, girl, if it was Meek Mills or one of them, you know what I'm saying? If it was, I wouldn't give a if you was Jay-Z's side. You feel me? I wouldn't give a if you was Jay-Z's side. Not that little. Okay, that weigh about 80 pounds. I don't even know how you. It ain't that much cute in the world to feed another off your plate. If you don't go outside and get a job or two, we will not be sharing this plate. So I don't know how y'all thought, and I don't want y'all to be mad later on when he don't decide to put nothing else on that plate. I don't want y'all to be mad talking about, she out here having a box now. She got to go get beat up to get a bag. I don't want to hear that. I'm not going to hear it. I didn't need to watch the interview. I saw the clip where the said, we passing these around and we sharing them. Okay, that's all I needed to see. You don't need to see nothing else, because you should have checked him and said, you's a motherfucking lie. We ain't passing, running around sharing. You ain't got it like that. That's when you was supposed to turn that interview all the way left. Don't go on no more interviews without me, okay? Don't go on no more that's when you was supposed to tear that whole motherfucking interview session up. They shouldn't have had no paint on the walls when you left that. That's when you was supposed to go, when you sat amongst three who tried to play with the who put y'all on, and now y'all trying to get some tea off this, you was supposed to tear the lining out that. Okay? And don't let your little fans, because I'm about to start blocking them, because I don't need no money on here, okay? My man got a job. I don't need your little bastards over here talking crazy to me. I know what the I'm talking about. Y'all fixing to have her over there drinking and smoking while pregnant. We know what the y'all up to, okay? Don't get on this thinking you could get a little loose, because you will get a little lost. Now watch your mouth when we talking about my kids, okay? Because these is my kids. I helped raise them. So like I said, I'm not going to call her because the interview is public now. Public record. She ain't called me and tell me she was fixing to have this interview pop out, making all of us look crazy. Have y'all lost y'all mother mind? Y'all ain't fixing to run over here, because I don't need no money. I'm retired. I don't got to get on this and ask y'all for sub up, none of that. I'm going to get on this and talk my and give y'all a motherfucking sub. That's what I'm here for, to give you a sub. Now take this sub like I said and pass it on. You gonna have these on here disrespecting Jonathan and disrespecting me. You seen him on your live yesterday. You were supposed to get on that live and say, like I say for you, when all them rock tards come for you, you was supposed to get on this and say, no ma'am, don't y'all start talking disrespecting my mama. That didn't work for the Benzo dude, whatever the his name is. Y'all just gonna let these do this to y'all for free? Girl, for that to have ran that interview like that, you was supposed to get a motherfucking AMG out that. That promo you gave that, honey, you could have gave to yourself by tearing up that motherfucking room. That soon as I don't give a f if it was TMZ, ZMD, FMP. If I start talking about one of y'all and disrespecting one of y'all, even if I'm talking to you or not, I would have got on that and tore that interview up, okay? So in the future, when you do one of these interviews, when they start going left with your family, you fix that. You let them know. That's a different price. The price just went up. When they mention your baby daddy, that's your baby daddy. When they even mentioned your baby daddy, the price should have went up. And I bet y'all sat there and talked about your baby daddy for free. Now, I didn't raise you to be no free. I did not raise you or Callie to sit there and be no free. I'd rather you be a broke before you be a free. He called you a whore. So how you think I got up here? You think I got up here by my looks? How you think I got up here? He can call me whatever he wanna call me. What he can't call me is a free. What is you talking about? He ain't never met a like me. And never will. And ain't nail one of my sons ever look better than me. Come on, somebody. But anyway, and he didn't put me on. I put my cell phone. Remember, that didn't put me on at all. I put my cell phone. Let's talk about it. So like I said, because some of y'all might need to take this advice too, because you might meet a rich, one of y'all might meet a rich too. Okay? She mad because they talking about Blue, but I would have been mad if they was talking about her. I would have called and checked him right now. If he would have got up there and did an interview trying to eat off her and another, I would have checked him. Do you know I wouldn't even let my son sit on no interview talking about another? You know how gay that look? You just gonna go rob this for his clout? That's some. I wouldn't have dared let you would never catch my son sitting up on no interview talking about another in a. You is not never gonna see my son go rob another for some clout. Now, if she wanted to sit on that by herself and twiddle her toes and say he come in 60 seconds, his booty hole stink. If she wanted to sit on there and talk about her baby daddy until his balls fell off, that's her baby daddy. But to sit up there and talk about your blood, a nigga you finna be with next week with another, and let him get on? How far you think he gonna get? How far did the benzo dude get? How far did the mother get? That didn't work. That didn't work. All y'all finna do is make that marry this other for no reason. That's what y'all finna do. Y'all finna make him get down on one knee and punish you. That's what you're gonna do. That ain't how you win. You don't win like that. No ma'am. I did not raise y'all like that. And then you sitting on here listening to these some goofy, because these should have been on your live telling you, honey, girl, you letting these get on here. Do you know how fast that would jump on a Blueface tour right now? Do you know how fast he would jump on a Blueface tour and ditch you? These what I'm talking about. You can't listen to these little broke down, these little groupie, because these little groupie are how you looking like a groupie. They trying to get a show to the theater. They trying to see the opera. You gonna let them direct you? You gonna let the audience direct you? Come on now, I raised you better than that. These bitches are how you sitting up drinking and smoking, talking about you don't know who your baby daddy is. Don't do that. You better than this. You still on. You might have gave up some of that booty, but you ain't gave up enough to be walking around here listening to these dirt bags. I know you ain't. She know he don't give a about this. She knows John what he likes to do. She knows him better than you and me. They rob liquor stores together. They rob together. They probably rob him right now. But how are you going to get on here and say a man that's not married, a man that's not, she dropped the wedding. She didn't want to be married to him. She turned down the marriage proposal. She didn't want to be his wife. When a man is single and he out here looking to mingle, what you think the bands do finna do? You think the bands do? He on the internet talking about switching out. And he's a little pretty, but I don't approve of him getting on here talking about nobody else's man. Like he finna put a ring on it. That little said, quote unquote, we sharing these, but y'all want her to be with him. Not the doctor that I told her, the lawyer that I told her. I don't give a if the is a goddamn full-time security guard. You don't sit with a talking about we sharing these, we rotating them in and out. And stop listening to these crazy before they have you looking crazy too. I'm looking at y'all all sideways because I know I raised all y'all better than this. I know I raised y'all better than this. Some of you I raised better than this. I'm gonna look for y'all because, honey, Jonathan has said over and over and over again, he not ready to be with nobody. He not ready to be nobody's man. He not ready to be nobody's husband. He ain't ready to be a daddy, but he keeps sticking his ding-dong everywhere, and that's how he keep getting all these babies. But I can't say nothing because, like he said, I got 3 baby daddies myself. But Jaden, you got to be careful who's giving you advice because they could be rocktards. They want you to crash out. They want you to end up in a boxing match. You are an artist. You are a goddamn legend at this point. Get your, make you some music. You don't need none of these to help you make no music. Tell your baby daddy to write you some more songs and y'all continue to be co-parents and friends and stop letting these people think that he did you dirty when you know he don't want to be with nobody right now. He done already told y'all that. Y'all don't like to accept it? I was never a goofy denial, ever. Now, don't get on here calling me no liar, dumb, because I will block you, baby. I don't need a sub. I got a husband. I don't need a subscription, a sub. I'm finna retire this year. Again, okay? So don't get on here calling nobody's mama a liar. You won't be allowed back over here to this channel. Now, I don't mind if you get on here and express your opinions, but you will never get on here and control my life. Now, what I said was, continue to do your Don't be putting your eggs and your chickens in no basket that you know looking for a goddamn ostrich. And don't be listening to these broke neither, because you will around and be broke. They let a whole go down the drain. You gonna around and not even get you another hit. That song is good, but it ain't no Blueface song. Come on now. You would already been at 1 million views. You gotta play this right. Can't be listening to these. You need another hit. They over here trying to get another hit of crack. I told you, get your hits, run your up, and talk your. Now every time this come over there and lay some good pipe, y'all act like y'all don't know what the plan is. I told you. Get your. You should already been in the studio with that. You over here. Girl, if you don't get your ass over there and get you another hit before you get stuck begging baddies or somebody, I done already told you what to do. Get your, you get more with cinnamon and sugar than piss. And don't let these people talk you out your. Because they don't give a merry motherfuck. I didn't say, you got to remember, it's not up to us who's the upgrade. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay? We all know who the best person is for him, but until his mind is in that place, you get your money, you get your records, you get your peace, you get your co-parenting, and you get your mother done. So if he get ready to waive you or trade you, you already have your okay, because that little sitting up there talking about another man is not gonna help you get it. Okay, he's fixing to rob you. And I know I raised you better than that. Sit there and let this clock some tea on you. Now, it'd be different if y'all was sitting on that talking about his baby mama. Now, if y'all was sitting up there talking about his baby mama, then Shakira. But don't be sitting up there letting nobody borrow nothing from you. And then you can't go back and get no more. Jaden out doing blue in streams. Who the want to get on this all day and talk to y'all? She need to be up on that goddamn stage getting some of that tour money. Now shut the fuck up trying to help me run my kids. You broke dumb hoe. Shut the fuck up trying to tell me how to help my kids. I don't want Jaden on this talking to y'all all goddamn day, letting y'all drive her ziggity boo. Y'all gonna have her on this working too goddamn hard. Sitting on this all goddamn day, letting y'all, give me a sub. Fuck that. Get your ass on that stage and get your money. Get your ass to Europe or France or Africa somewhere. Sit on this and do a little talking to these. Someone give me a sub. How many got? Out of here. Get over there and get you another record or two. Get you a tour going on. Jaden, clocking streams. Them streams. You know how hard you gotta work for that bullshit? Y'all want her to be on her hands and knees on that. She gotta tell y'all she on there for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. We supposed to be putting out a 30-minute episode a week. A 30-minute episode a week for that. Do you know how saturated you're saturating your brand by being on here all goddamn day? Can't nobody watch The Young and the Restless 24 hours a day, every day. That's not good marketing. But anyway, if y'all want me to get on here every day for 3, 4, 5 hours, I'll do it for free. But not her. She got way too much talent. She got way too much gift. She got way too much going on for her to be having to sit behind a desk like a mother phone sex operator, keeping y'all tuned in. I used to do phone sex. I know how hard that is. I used to have to be on the phone, next caller, next caller, next caller, next caller, next caller. Y'all not about to have her on this draining her brand, draining her character, and y'all ain't even subbing up left and right. Now, you should just common sensely know if I sit on this for 2 hours with her, she shouldn't even have to ask you. You got a whole 2 hours of a show. Like if you go to the movie theater, y'all should just be giving the subs for the 2. If I'm gonna sit on there and watch for 2 hours, I'm at least just sub without her telling me. Now, if she get on this today and y'all sub right, I believe in it. But if a person got to sit on here for 2-3 hours, giving you mad good content, answering questions and dialogue, and you just sit on that for free all day, come on. She could got up on that stage for 2 hours, grabbed that bag and went to home. Y'all gonna let Nivea push the baby out and run off with the bag. That's what y'all finna do. That's what y'all want her to do. Don't try to direct none of my kids. Don't do it. Unless you finna get on that and say, you know what, I've been on here for 2 hours. Let me send 2 subs so tomorrow she'll want to get on here with some better tea or some good tea or a good program. Girl, I made more money on the phone sex than this. I just had to quit that job because I started coming more than the customers. I had to quit that. That started becoming a sin to me. I started logging on that for one nut. Like, you gotta work 8 hours. How you gonna come on the first call? That's too much work. We not about to have her on here like she's a phone sex operator. Not unless I get on. I was on that last night, and for her to have to say sub up is crazy, but y'all want to dictate and direct her path. Now, if I get on these streams today and I see them not having to say, you know what, I've been on here for 3-4 hours, all of y'all should have just naturally subbed. You got a good show. Like, come on, y'all. Didn't y'all want to tell people what to do for free? Now, the Stephanie lady, she could talk her if she want to get on here and talk her on my page, my show, or whatever else. Jaden's, one of Jaden's subscribers, whoever Stephanie is, that can tell you what to do, okay? She earned her right to tell you what to do. Yes, Stephanie. I be watching like, okay, I see Stephanie, but everybody should be working like Stephanie because everybody's getting a show every day. When we go to the movie theater, how much we pay for the movies, y'all? How much we pay for them tickets at the movies now? It's so high you don't even want to go. Now you ain't even got to get dressed, get cute, wash your ass, brush your teeth. You could just log on to Jaden or Blue and follow the young in the circus and they mammy, learn something from they mammy, get on there, talk your be engaged in the and they gotta tell you to sub up? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And the sad part about it is, whatever they making over there, they could have just made on 6 Hot and did a 30-minute episode every week. Not good marketing, right? It's only good marketing if I log on this and see y'all say, you know what, I've been sitting here watching for like 2 hours. She shouldn't have to ask me for this sub. I ain't really got it, but this is, something that I like to watch on TV all goddamn day. So let me just sub up. Blue been on this for like 5-6 hours, and I'm just sitting here watching. And he shared his whole celebrity life with me all goddamn day. Being fully transparent. Now, some of these, they get on here and but Blue is being fully transparent. For him to get on here and have to ask y'all to sub up is crazy. Now, imagine if he just say, you know what, I'm just gonna do my music and get off this. Then what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do then? You ain't gonna have no show to watch. You ain't gonna have no tea to watch. You ain't gonna be able to keep up with the young in the circus. But then y'all want to get out here talking about he dogging somebody. He's not a man that's ready to get married. And most men that are 28, 29, 30 years old, they're not ready for a wife. They not even ready for kids yet. They not even ready for kids yet. They just bumping and grinding and getting these kids. But you know goddamn well if you got common sense, even if you got kids and you in your 20s, you wish you would have waited. So why are you trying to rush him to do something that he's not ready to do that's going to destroy Jaden in the long run? Wouldn't you rather him be open and honest with her so that they can remain friends, so they can remain lovers, so they can remain co-parents, so they can remain having a good life for their children? You want them to be enemies? And don't get me on here talking about, oh, you switching up. When Jaden bring her men around me or her friends or whatever, I give her the same courtesy and the same respect, okay? I give her the same courtesy and the same respect. I still babysit while she go out and do what she do. I don't hate on her, so don't, and I never will. So whatever she choose to do with her life, which is why my son is on there talking about, Nivea, don't talk to my mama. I'm going to tell the same thing I'm telling you. Get what you need before you go. Don't be no dumb. You around and be out there having to fight like a all day when you got a talent. But no, y'all will have a strung out there on the crack. Y'all will have a strung out there on the goddamn crack. No, do this, do that, do this, do that. Blue mad now. He mad now. You want to be mad that wrote you 3 hits and y'all walked in that and sold that. No, don't listen to them. Be a smart. Get you a couple more hits, okay, like Stunner Girl did, and be peaceful. So when you need another one, you can dip back in and get that. You can't be mad at where the favor go. I don't know how he earned it, how he got it, which part of the family it came from. But you can't be mad at a that has mastered the art of marketing. You get in, you get out, you get in, you get out. You don't do that on your job. Do we tell y'all to go to Walmart and tell them how you feel? No, you don't, do you? No, you don't. You know why you don't go to Walmart and tell them on that job you don't feel like putting all these cans on the shelf today? Because you need your motherfucking money. And she need her money too. Well, Uber, Walmart, whatever, I did it all. I ain't never worked at Walmart, but I've been driving like Miss Daisy before. I done worked at the mall. I done had my own. And I kiss the customers all goddamn day, even when they nasty, trifling, and rude. Because I hate a customer that come in and don't go wash their hands before they eat. I don't like you. When you come in a restaurant, you take your nasty ass in there and wash your goddamn hands. Y'all want my baby to be on this time I guess. Sub up for 5 hours. She don't even get the bust nut on this because they'll cancel her. Where is the smart at? Okay? Where is the Beyoncé's at? Where is the smart at? Now, we might have seen Beyonce's sister get active with Jay-Z, but that didn't. We might have seen Beyonce's sister get active in that elevator, but bitch, Beyonce was like, She ain't play with that motherfucking money. She waited. She sang that music. She got that money, honey. And she's a survivor. She not gonna give up. And ain't now nigga in this industry blocked her paper. Now, did they? Which one? Which one of them told Jay-Z I'm that in rotation? Y'all better start listening to some old before that Section 8 run out. Trump ain't finna keep letting y'all eat for free. Y'all better start listening to an old honey. Y'all better start listening to an old, because when that Section 8 run out and that Medi-Cal run out, honey, where the you gonna run to? Jay is Beyonce. They're one now. He got a few baby mamas and he done up a few times. She just didn't let y'all know every time he up. And when he did up, she went in that booth and made another hit. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. And then she matched that money. Okay? Now y'all can keep playing with that Section 8 if y'all want to. Keep doing it if you want to. Y'all gonna around, y'all trying to around to have Jaden down there in that Section 8 line. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Get you another hit. Get you another hit. You need about 3-4 more. You need a whole album. Okay? I don't give a who he was referring to. He was sitting there with one talking about we gotta share these. What you thought that didn't mean her too? Is y'all really this dumb? This why Jaden, I'm telling you, don't listen to these. They dumb as a box of rocks. You gonna look up and these gonna have you training for a boxing match. That's what the fuck, and you're a whole motherfucking artist, full of talent and grace. And they talking about, he wasn't talking about you, he talking about Ashley. What the are you talking about? He said, we gotta share these. We gotta rotate these. Y'all gonna let the nether win by default. Listening to these, I know I raised you better than that. I know I raised you better than this. I know I did. Because y'all do, these rock tards, y'all tell them to jump and these say how high, and the next thing you know, you all off track. Blue said the dumb allowing beating, sleeping with friends. Come on now. I feel sorry for y'all. I really do. I feel sorry for women that don't come out and say, like me, I'm gonna say I'm gonna come out and say, yes, I punched my man too many times, and he turned around and hit my ass.